Happy Wednesday, it's Holly and little Miss Daisy, and we are so excited to relaunch our Where in the World is Daisy series for 2022. This month, for the month of February, we have the pleasure of partnering with Mike Dunham, a good friend and colleague of mine. He owns Dunham Legal here in East Cobb. And post-pandemic, it's no surprise. We're still kind of currently in the pandemic as it continues, but looks a little differently. But a lot of couples have spent a lot of time together. And now they're finding out that maybe they're not so good together. So we thought it would be a great time for us to partner and do a 4-week series about divorce and mortgages and what that looks like. So Mike, thank you so much for being our partner. And as part of our Where in the World is Daisy, he is offering free consultations. So if you have any questions as you watch our series, please don't hesitate to grab his information below and reach out. But we've talked about this several times. I mean, post-pandemic, people just don't like each other, or maybe they were able to remain in a relationship because they weren't around each other. So kind of give me your insight if, somebody's thinking about divorce or they've had those feelings. What is step one?
Step one is always try and put yourself in a frame of making business decisions. Try and make sure that you're not, there's no way to keep emotion out of divorce cases.
Right.
But try as much as possible and take yourself out of the emotion of it. I know that's very much easier said than done. One of the best things about hiring a lawyer like me is that they give you somebody who hopefully will be real with you and will be able to tell you, maybe you're acting out of an emotional place and not necessarily in your best interest or your children's best interest, or quite frankly, your ex's best interest. It may not be something you want to hear. Right. Sometimes if you can take a step back and look for win-win opportunities, you can make the process go a whole lot more smoothly, which is in your best interest at the end of the day.
Right, okay. So step one, consultation with you. And then when looking at, we have, say for instance, there's a marital home involved. In that first consultation, what is something that you're guiding them or encouraging them to do post that call?
Right, and for a lot of couples, that's the biggest asset, maybe the only asset that's worth kind of fighting about. And given what home prices have done lately, usually we're finding more equity more often than not. And of course, the more equity there is, the more there is to fight over. So,
right.
You want to make sure that you are protecting yourself with respect to that asset. The first thing you probably want to do is check and see and confirm that your name is actually on the title to that asset. You might not, you'd be surprised how often somebody comes in and, my husband and I, or my wife and I bought this house together years ago. And it turns out, unbeknownst to the client, that their name isn't even on the title to the house. That's not a deal killer. That doesn't mean you won't have rights in the equity in the home. But it is something you want to check as you're figuring out how to move your case along.
Okay, so guys, you heard it. Step one, if this resonates with you, maybe you are in a relationship that no longer serves you, or you would just like some information, step one is reach out to Mike and set up that initial consultation. If you're not yet there, but you're wanting to check into your own personal financial situation and you do have a marital home, the tip of this week is find the deed. See if you are on title, and then check back with us next week for some more valuable information as we move through the month of February. Have a great day.